as the world's eyes fixate on the escalating tension between Israel and Iran in April 2024. Another story unfolds in the shadows. An undercurrent of change, invisible to the untrained eye yet potent and far-reaching, is quietly stirring in the cryptoverse. This isn't a tale of nations and armies, but of economic systems and digital currencies. The geopolitical conflict between these two nations, while dire and concerning, has the potential to cast a ripple effect across the globe and, more specifically, on the world of cryptocurrency. In the midst of political turmoil and uncertainty, economic systems often find themselves on shaky ground, causing investors and traders to seek out safe havens. Cryptocurrencies, in particular Bitcoin, have emerged as New Age sanctuaries during such times. But how exactly does a conflict halfway around the world influence digital currencies? And why should you, as an enthusiast or investor, care? In the next few minutes, we will explore how this geopolitical chess game could ripple through the cryptoverse. We'll delve into the potential impact of this current situation on cryptocurrency markets, the direct effects, the secondary influences, and the long-term implications. We'll also zoom in on Bitcoin, the leading cryptocurrency, and discuss how it might be affected by the ongoing conflict. So buckle up as we embark on this enlightening journey, bridging the gap between global events and digital currencies. To understand the possible implications, we need a quick rewind to the geopolitical landscape that led to the conflict. The Israel-Iran tension has been simmering for decades, rooted in ideological differences and regional power dynamics. A significant escalation occurred in the early months of 2024, leading to a full-blown conflict by April. An important aspect of this conflict has been the imposition of economic sanctions. Now, sanctions are not a new instrument in global politics. Historically, they've been used to exert pressure on nations, often leading to significant economic disruptions. For instance, past sanctions on Iran have led to a sharp decline in their oil exports, causing ripple effects in the global economy. But here's where it gets interesting. In the traditional market, such disruptions often lead to instability. Investors scramble for safe havens like gold or the US dollar. But in today's digital age, there's a new player in town: cryptocurrencies. This tense backdrop sets the stage for potential upheavals in various sectors, including the world of cryptocurrencies. Now, you might wonder, how does geopolitical instability interact with cryptocurrency markets? Well, it's quite fascinating. When nations are at loggerheads and uncertainty looms, traditional markets often wobble and investors seek alternative places to park their wealth. This is where cryptocurrencies come into play. Cryptocurrencies, being decentralized and borderless, offer a certain level of detachment from traditional economic systems. They become attractive as they're not directly tied to any single country's fiscal policy or geopolitical woes. Think of it as a digital safe haven, a shelter from the economic storm brewing elsewhere. In particular, Bitcoin, with its limited supply and global acceptance, often sees increased demand during such times. It's like digital gold, providing a hedge against inflation and instability. But it's not just about safety. The potential for high returns also draws investors towards cryptocurrencies during these turbulent times. In this chaos, Bitcoin, the king of cryptocurrency, could play a significant role. Bitcoin, the digital gold, has often been seen as a hedge against instability. But how might it fare in this scenario? With the ongoing Israel-Iran conflict, Bitcoin's status as a decentralized asset could make it an attractive alternative for those looking to sidestep the economic impact of any sanctions or market disruptions. In fact, experts predict a potential surge in Bitcoin's value, as it has often been the case during times of geopolitical unrest. But it's not all smooth sailing. The uncertainty could also lead to increased volatility in Bitcoin's price. Remember, Bitcoin is still a speculative asset, and any significant geopolitical event can lead to drastic price swings. Yet, the underlying sentiment remains positive. The conflict underscores the value proposition of Bitcoin, a decentralized and global form of money that remains unaffected by traditional geopolitical tensions. While Bitcoin takes the center stage, the ripples of the conflict could also cause intriguing secondary effects. Turbulence often brings unexpected consequences. Let's examine some of these potential secondary effects. In times of geopolitical unrest, we may see a surge in cryptocurrency mining activity, particularly in regions untouched by the conflict. Why? Because when traditional financial systems seem shaky, the decentralized world of cryptocurrencies becomes more attractive. Countries with stable environments could become crypto havens, drawing in miners and investors alike. Changes in regulatory stances are another potential ripple effect. Countries might tighten their grip on cryptocurrencies, seeking to control the unpredictable element in their economy. Conversely, others might loosen restrictions, welcoming the influx of crypto capital. Another secondary effect to consider is the increased risk of cybersecurity threats. In an era of heightened tensions, cyber attacks often become more frequent and more sophisticated. Cryptocurrencies, being digital assets, are not immune to these threats. While these immediate effects are noteworthy, it's crucial to consider the long-term implications as well. The conflict's echoes might linger long after the dust settles, reshaping the cryptocurrency landscape. In the long term, this clash between Israel and Iran could have a profound impact on how cryptocurrencies are perceived and regulated. As the world watches the conflict unfold, nations may rethink their regulatory stance on cryptocurrencies. In response to the uncertainty, there could be a noticeable shift towards more stringent regulations, as countries seek to mitigate potential risks. On the other hand, some jurisdictions might embrace the decentralized nature of cryptocurrencies, seeing them as a means of circumventing economic sanctions or preserving economic stability during times of geopolitical unrest. Investor behavior could also evolve. The conflict might reinforce the perception of cryptocurrencies as a digital gold, a safe haven in uncertain times. Investors may increasingly view Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies not just as speculative assets, but as integral parts of a diversified portfolio. As we can see, the repercussions of the Israel-Iran conflict could reach far beyond their borders, even into the realm of cryptocurrencies. To recap, the geopolitical conflict between Israel and Iran stands to have a profound impact on cryptocurrency markets. We've journeyed through a landscape of uncertainty where the tension between these two nations has the potential to shift the economic tide. We've seen how such instability can influence the cryptocurrency market, with investors often seeking refuge in digital assets like Bitcoin during volatile times. We delved into the potential specific effects on Bitcoin, shedding light on expert predictions that suggest significant price movements as a result of the conflict. We also explored the secondary effects, from an uptick in cryptocurrency mining in regions untouched by the conflict, to changes in regulatory stances across various nations and the associated cybersecurity concerns. Looking even further ahead, we examined potential long-term implications. The current conflict could fundamentally shift the cryptocurrency landscape, altering regulatory frameworks and influencing investor behavior for years to come. This serves as a stark reminder of our world's interconnectedness, where a geopolitical event can send waves through the global economy right down to our digital wallets.